The promise of a multinational company is to deliver the same product, the same quality across the world, right? Otherwise, that's not, that doesn't hold good. So obviously, that is definitely worrisome. Notwithstanding the the ingredients itself, like I said, I mean, of course, I'm uncomfortable with the level of processing that all these foods undergo, but that notwithstanding, at least I should be assured as a consumer of the quality of ingredients that's going in there. There has to be a standardization across the board for that.
So this is Indian Fanta, and if you compare it to the Fanta sold in Europe, it's completely different. Indian Fanta is bright orange, whereas the European Fanta is not bright orange, it's natural orange juice color. So out here they use an artificial orange color, as a result it is bright orange, whereas the European Fanta is natural orange juice color. Secondly, you see here it's written orange flavor, whereas the European Fanta is only written orange, because in India there is no real oranges, they are using an orange flavor, whereas in Europe they are using actual oranges in their product. Thirdly, it's also this product, like per 300 ml in India, the Fanta has 10 teaspoons of sugar, whereas the Fanta in Europe has 4 teaspoons of sugar per 300 ml. So this is the big difference, that why are companies doing this? Why are the same companies putting more sugar, using artificial colors for Indian products, but not doing the same thing for Europe? And this is a very concerning thing.
We know that in terms of sugar-sweetened beverages, which are often sold as cold drinks, we have found consistently that the sugar content is very high. And we also find that the snacks they sell alongside, the salt content and the fat content is very high too. And we also know that this kind of marketing starts even very early on, right from breast milk substitutes to weaning foods. The sugar is introduced at a very high level so that the infant and the growing child become addicted to high sugar content. And as they grow and start consuming also these sugar-sweetened beverages, snack foods are also co-marketed by the same companies, because if you consume a very salty snack, then you feel very thirsty and then you drink more of the beverages. So it's a very sinister ploy.
That is scary.
When regulation does get contemplated, the roadblocks are created for adopting the right instruments by the industry interfering with the actual design of the regulation. And even when the regulation is actually then adopted, then the capacity of the state to enforce the regulation across the country in a very effective manner, that's also weak. So the industry will try and get away with as much as it can for as long as it can.
Because a company is essentially a profit-making unit, so they have to make profit. But it is the role of the government, because we are in a democracy, that the government makes known to everybody what they are consuming. And why is the government giving license for analog paneer and for so much of packaged food being sold? So the government also should be very watchful that the next generation, the future of India, is consuming all this.
It's sad to see the level of obesity going high. Like I can see the physical stamina of the students going down. It is entirely depending on what they eat and drink. So that the government has to step up on this. This is the need of our if we want healthier future generations.